the grid then. 9 laps for the Helmet City MRO Supersport and Clubman 600s. Lights are out and we are away. AJ gets a good launch from pole position. Looks like Matt Hallett's looking for the inside on Sam Hurst, but Sam Hurst from the middle of the front row holds on to second position. Michael Mills, I think that could well be going around the outside into third. It could even be fourth there for Michael Mills. It's just a blur of bike and colour as they make their way down the avenue in towards Denton's through the left now of Cascades.
Well, I can tell you that AJ is leading because the white bike is very distinctive indeed, but as you say, it's just kind of a blur of colours, helmets and everything else, so we'll have to try and work out who's doing what to whom when they come their way past and we start to get a bit of an established order on the TSL timing screen. Bear in mind with the TSL timing screens that you can look at them exactly as we do. Is go to tsl-timing.com and just click on the particular event you want to look at, which I would hope will be British Motorcycle Racing Club here at Alton Park, and that will tell you exactly what's happening. I can tell you exactly what's happening from my point of view though, because I can see AJ screaming through, and Sam Hurst is going very hard at him as well. Sam is definitely looking for revenge from yesterday's result. He's having a little bit of a different line there at Hizzy Chicane on the way out. Doesn't quite do it, but he's pushing on hard. I think Matt Hallett's right in the mix there as well. And also making a good start, Gareth Cunningham was in third place as well. They disappear up the hill. Everybody's safely through the chicane here by me, as 956 is the last running machine past me, and I imagine they're going to be back in your view about now, Bradley.
Yeah, I can see them just heading around Lodge now. They go outside down the dip and they'll reappear underneath the bridge then at the exit of Dearsley, and it is AJ who leads the way over Sam Hurst and Gareth Cunningham. Then there's a bit of a gap back to Reese Forrest, that is. So number 48, Reese Forrest ahead of Jack Muir. Matt Hallett down in 6th position on bike number 12, so we'll have to keep an eye on his progress. Just behind him in 7th place, it's Michael Mills, and it's the first of the Clubmans, number 96, that is Will Howard. So Will Howard in 8th place, he's got Tyler Donovan and Addy Behow separating himself from the number 71 of James Mays. So Will Howard leading the Clubmans at the moment. Jake Anderton is rounding out the top 10 in the MRO 600 Supersports. Jake Donkersley 13th overall, he is 3rd of the Clubmans at the moment. But the gap at the front, Keith, is half a second between AJ and Sam Hurst. Sam Hurst has half a second advantage over Gareth Cunningham. Well,
Halifax rider well supported by Team Valley 91 there. They really do put a lot into their young rider, and he rewards him with some great results. We'll wait and see if he can give them another 25 points here. He'd certainly love to hand it to them on a plate, but I'm afraid AJ is definitely making it hard work. In fact, Gareth Cunningham might make it hard work at all. He closes just a little bit under braking there, and no great changes as they come past me here at all. Reese Forrest is still right in the mix there. Oh, somebody running a little bit wide, didn't quite catch his number, unfortunately. Loses a place there as he drifts just a little bit out at Knickerbrook here. Everybody else is safely through. Big group of 600s. I can see Zach Lee there on that very distinctive machine with the yellow wheels, the classic Kawasaki kind of colouring thing. As they go through, Jack Muir was in the mix there as well. I saw his bike. Yeah, you mentioned Will Howard there. Of course, he started racing on the 600s and the rookie 600s last year at the last round at Donington and took the lap record home with him, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He was on the pace that Brandt actually still on the pace at the moment as he tries to defend that position from Addy Behow. Had a quick message from Jake Marsh before this race went underway, Keith. He's out there at the moment in between Logan Stone and Aaron Hans, but Jake Marsh says he's going to try and just send it on the first lap, and he did that by making up 5 positions.
Good man, Jake.
Jake Marsh, he was 22nd on the grid. He's up to 17th overall, and that's 12th in class. But everybody through safely Old Hall Corner at the start of the second lap. There is Zach Lee on that green and yellow Kawasaki. George Higgins just coming past me now. But the gap at the front, 0.9 of a second, because AJ sets the fastest lap of the race, as you would expect, on lap number 2, of 1 minute 43.632. So he's already a second quicker than what he did yesterday.
Yeah, well, the conditions here still overcast, I'm afraid. The sun has decided to say goodbye to us for a little while. The clouds looking a little bit higher, maybe. I'm no meteorologist, not going to worry very much about it. It is what it is. AJ is definitely leading the way, though. There goes Hurst, there goes Cunningham behind him. Oh, a little bit of a twitch there, actually, on the flip-flop for the number 14 machine there of Jack Muir, but he keeps it upright. Keeps pushing on very hard indeed, starting to establish himself as a runner. He's ahead of Forrest now. Mills right behind there, and there's Howarth as well. He's a very quick clubman. Let's see, second clubman is, who's that, the second clubman, mate?
Second clubman is James May.
James May, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. So he's a little bit further back, watching everybody safely through into Hissies. Not being too busy down here at all. We've obviously had a couple of bikes join us here at Knickerbrook. Team at Hizzy so far, just the 2 bikes to deal with so far. It's always good when the marshals have a peaceful, boring day, that's for sure. Right, leaders back with you, mate. Oh, leaders, sorry, back with me already, because that's AJ coming down the hill into Cascades. And yeah, AJ's just pouring on the pressure, isn't he? Just another fastest lap of certainly the quickest man on the track, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 1 minute 43.311 on that lap, Keith. As Logan Stone coming under pressure from Jake Marsh, who looks to go around the outside. Jake Marsh around the outside of Logan Stone, gets it done, and looks to go at the inside of the next rider in front of him. That was James Lord, but couldn't quite pull it off.
Well, I think we're going to have a back marker to play with at some point here, because the 956 machine of Guo Cheng from Douglas on the Isle of Man there, he's going a lot slower than the other guys through the chicane here, and he's a long way from the back of the rest of the pack, and AJ's just cresting the hill here as he increases that lead. Sam Hurst starting to look a little bit safer in second place here. I'm surprised Gareth Cunningham hasn't been able to challenge, actually. I thought he might have got close enough. Tell you, he might be going quick though, actually. Have a look at the lap time of Jack Muir. I think Jack might have his head down and his tail up there, you know. Have a look at the sector times, which you'll be getting across just shortly, and just see if he's going a little bit quicker than the man in front of him, mate.
Yeah, not just a little bit, 7/10 of a second.
I thought he closed that gap there, mate. I've been caught out with that before, yeah. So I think Jack is fancying a bit of overall third place. Yep. He'll be over the moon. So will his dad, of course, if he can make that one.
He's the second quickest man on the track on this lap, Keith.
Wow.
Jack Muir, of course, first. Lead quicker of the riders on this lap is AJ, who comes across the line now, heading in towards Old Hall Corner. Sam Hurst, there's Gareth Cunningham, and the gap was 1.7 seconds between Gareth Cunningham and Jack Muir. It's now down to 0.969, so he's got it to within 1/10 of a second. Personal best lap of the race for Jack on that previous lap of 1 minute 44.349. So good stuff there for the man on the all black Triumph, bike number 14. Should be down in towards Cascades now.
Well, I hope I don't have to supply with any more airbag canisters. I keep getting calls because he's a neighbour of mine, actually, or lives near me at least, and I keep getting phone calls from his dad saying, can he give us another couple of canisters, please?
There's a good group of riders coming down your way now, Keith, through the avenue. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 riders all there. That is James Lord, Brian Mayer, Jake Marsh, Logan Stone, Dean Neal and Aaron Hands. That is the fight for, let's have a look there, that is 14th overall.
Okay, yep, no, that's a good little scrap as they charge, say, down the avenue and up the back straight, the Lakeside Straight as it's known around here. Oh, Cunningham's a little bit closer to Hurst this time, and Muir is a bit closer to Cunningham. Have a look at the gap between those 3 bikes over the line last time. I think it's going to get a lot closer this time. I think there's definitely got to within half a second covering the 3 bikes there. Also behind those guys, I think Mills and Forrest might be getting a little bit closer as well. We'll wait and see. Oh, somebody deciding to take to the escape road. That didn't look like a desperate out-braking manoeuvre though, so let's see. Is that just a little bit of a reset thing? I'm not quite sure what's going on there. They're rolling to a gentle halt though. That is the number 12 machine.
That's Matt Pallett.
That is Matt Pallett. So somebody else joining Matt there. So no, Matt on that Triumph, unfortunately. It's like he's looking behind him. Maybe he particularly wants to look at somebody. I'm not quite sure what the story is. But Matt is definitely sitting here waiting, ready to go. He's hooks it into gear, and away he's chasing after, rejoined after the 201 machine.
Here we go, Keith. 201, that is Wayne Avis. He is in 26th overall at the moment, is Wayne Avis.
So that means that 27th now for Matt Pallett, so I'm not sure what's going on there. That battle for the second place, mate, did it get a bit closer overall?
Got a lot closer overall. So Sam Hurst there, he's 4.6 seconds away from the leader. Jack Muir in 4th position is 5 seconds away from the leader, so that is to say that there is 0.4 seconds, 4/10 of a second, covering Sam Hurst, Gareth Cunningham and Jack Muir. And Jack again Personal best lap on that lap in both sectors, in fact. So green all the way around for Jack Muir, 1 minute 43.986. In fact, Jack Muir on that previous lap was the fastest man on the circuit.
Was he? Well, he's looking particularly threatening now, and again, these three, it's very close indeed. That 4.10s, I reckon, is now 2/10 of a second, mate, because it's pretty much nose to tail, 2 bike lengths between each bike there, and there's a very similar gap behind them there as that Forrest and Mills battle keeps going on as well. Michael Mills, another one of our customers at the Sports Bike Shop in Harlow, actually.
Good
there
man.
you go, another quick mention.
So 2 riders into the pits, Keith, 3 riders into the pits. Looks like number 97, Alex Mann, is here in the garage below me now. Matt Pallett did retire from the race.
Okay.
And the number 85, I think that is of Jack Wolf, is a retirement.
It's a great shame that the guys taking their laps in. Hopefully they'll be able to come out this afternoon.
There we go.
Puff of smoke there from the 115 machine as well.
Brian Mayer as the battle for second position heads towards me now, and that is Gareth Cunningham, who is in second place now. Looks like Jack Muir's got a run on him, but he's not close enough to challenge into Denton's. But Sam Hurst in fourth place now, because Gareth Cunningham and Jack Muir have both found a way through.
That must have been a wobble from Sam there, because he was looking quite strong in that second place. Jack is definitely giving Gareth Cunningham a hard time there. This is for that second and third place, of course, as that gaggle of bikes that you mentioned before coming past me. Again, 5 bikes all arguing over the minor placings there, all the way down towards the back of the field. And they're going to be fodder for AJ very shortly, I would have thought, because the pace AJ is setting, it means he's going to encounter quite a few back markers, I think. Because there again, as ever, there is a big difference in experience and ability as AJ now makes his way down the hill. So yeah, within a couple of laps, I think AJ will have somebody to play with, because at the moment he's definitely having a lonely old time of it, but he knows how to push on hard all on his own, doesn't he?
Certainly does.
Sorry mate, Cunningham has just gone straight on under the brakes here. That means Muir's in second now. Cunningham has made a mistake and he's fallen behind Sam Hurst now. He rejoins very quickly right on the tail of Sam, but Jack Muir has now got a cracking gap between himself and his rivals for that second place battle. He's obviously a long way behind AJ, but Jack Muir is now the man in second place, mate.
Good stuff for Jack Muir. I know James will be watching and listening.
Oh, yeah.
Brian Mayer has returned to the pits. Gareth Faith is in the pits as well. So number 115, Brian Mayer, number 6, Gareth Faith, both returning back to the garage as AJ peels in towards Old Hall Corner at the start of lap number 8. So we do have 2 laps to go. This is the penultimate one. Jack Muir in a lonely second place now. Side-by-side action between Gareth Cunningham and Sam Hurst. So Gareth slides up the inside. He's up into third place again, ahead of Sam Hurst. So Gareth Cunningham, a slight outbraking manoeuvre, it would seem, for himself down in your end of the circuit.
Yep.
But he's making
it's costing dear, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Now all Jack's got to do now really is to keep his pace up, not make any mistakes, and I think he's going to be quite safe. But as to who that third place is going to go to, that is going to be, I think, topic of discussion for the next couple of laps. It's obviously the main battle on track for a serious position, that's for sure. The back, another bit of a twitch there from somebody else, all on their own as well. That is the 331 machine making a bit of a mistake there, mate.
That's Tim Burrows.
Tim Burrows going straight on at the chicane. AJ just dealing with the back markers now in fine form. Quickly outbrakes one of them into the Hizzy chicane, and as they come out at Knickerbrooks there, he's already got nearly a second advantage. He just shows the pace of somebody like AJ. It's quite depressing. Here comes the next bunch though. Oh, Muir using all the curb. I think his dad would have been a bit if he'd seen that. Fortunately, the curb is dry, so it looks like Hurst is holding on to that third now.
He's green in sector number 1 is Jack Muir, 15.3. Not sure what the purple time is. I'll try and keep an eye on that one. 15 flat. So he's 0.3 of a second away from a purple sector 1. As AJ
he's pushing on then.
He absolutely is. Last lap flag goes out for AJ on that lap of 43.5 again. George Higgins across the line now, albeit a lap down. Here comes Jack Muir. What can he do? In terms of 43.854, so a personal best lap of the race for Jack Muir. He's just getting quicker and quicker as Gareth Cunningham leads Sam Hurst for the final podium position. 1 more lap to go. Michael Mills, number 56, he rounds out the top 5 ahead of Reece Forrest, and Will Howarth sets his personal best lap time of the race of a 1 minute 45.115.
Wow, so Will looking good to pick up another 25 Clubman points then, and go on his rampaging way. Be looking to make it 2 championships in as many years. Obviously last year's reigning rookie mini twin champion. He joined the club, the rookie 600s at the end of the year, just to give the 600 a workout, and instantly found himself to be one of the fastest rookie 600. So he picks up that lap record at Donington in fine style, and you do have to think that if he'd done the whole season, because he only did a couple of rounds, if he'd done the whole season, he would have had a few more lap records to his name. As AJ comes past me and at the same time goes past on Zach Lee as well, makes his way up the hill under the bridge. And did you say this is the last lap, mate?
This is the last lap.
Right, Jack Muir leaves the curve alone this time. There goes Cunningham and Hurst in 4th place.
Rider in the pits, looks like it could well be Jake Marsh in the pits there, Keith.
Okay, well, you sent it on the first lap. You meant to actually make it to the end, I'm afraid, Jake.
Returned it on the last lap.
Yeah, return to sender, yeah. So AJ back with you already?
Coming across the line now, there's the checkered flag, and that's another race win for AJ on bike number 76. And well, that is a healthy advantage at the end, but a second place, that's a brilliant second place for the number 14 of Jack Muir. No, he's happy with that as he comes across the line. I know his dad may even be a little bit happier. 169 Gareth Cunningham, 91 Sam Hurst, that is a 3rd and 4th. Next up, Michael Mills rounding out the top 5 ahead of Will Howarth. So Will Howarth takes 25 points in the Clubman 600 class. That's the top 6. Next up will be Reece Forrest on bike number 48, half a second away from Will Howarth. Addy Beehall across the line in front of the reigning Thunderbike Ultra champion of number 19 Tyler Donovan, with 71 James May rounding off your top 10. He takes 20 points. Second place for the Clubman, Jake Anderton and Jake Donkersley. It's a battle of the Jakes coming across the line, and it's Anderton ahead of Donkersley, but Jake Donkersley 3rd in the Clubman's, 16 points and a bronze medal. Dean Neal, number 60, on that turquoise and fluorescent yellow Yamaha R6, bike number 60 for Dean Neal. He takes 4th in the Clubman's, 13th overall, as Logan Stone comes across the line, 4.3 seconds behind James Lord. So Logan Stone, that's a top 10 in class and a top 15 overall for him. Aaron Hans, Matt Rostron, Paul Coombs ahead of the 117 of Ben Jennison, the man from Ilkeston, who finishes 7th in class and 19th overall. Still waiting for a few more riders to head our way.
Yeah, we've been picking up a few. The last one I think is going to join you is going to be the 260 machine of Greg Pym, who unfortunately stopped down there at Britain's, and he's making his way back to the paddock all on his own, so he doesn't have to worry about the van of shame. He's just